Imagine this, darling. You're 55 years old, sitting at your favorite cafe on a random Tuesday morning, not because it's your day off, because every day is your day off. You check your phone, and there it is, $4,000 deposited into your account. Not your paycheck, your dividends, money, your money made while you slept, while you traveled, while you lived your actual life. Now rewind. You're in your early 30s, you've got $100 a week, maybe 200. If you skip a few branches, most financial advisors would look at that number and barely hide their yawn. But I'm about to show you exactly how that modest, totally realistic amount transforms into a dividend machine generating $4,000 monthly. Not through crypto gambling, not through some multi-level marketing scheme your college roommate keeps texting you about, through one beautifully boring, stupidly reliable ETF called SCHD. And here's what I need you to understand before we go any further. This isn't fantasy. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme where I'm selling you a course at the end. This is math. This is compound interest meeting strategic investing. This is the financial equivalent of buying the perfect Chanel jacket. The one that never goes out of style, that you'll wear for decades, that somehow looks better with age. Let me be honest with you. Most women I talk to feel like they're trying to navigate haute couture with a discount mall budget. When it comes to investing, you're smart enough to know you should be investing, you're making decent money, but between student loans, rent that makes you cry a little each month, and the reality that you actually want to enjoy your life now, not just when you're 70, it feels impossible to get started. You've probably heard the advice, just invest in index funds. Cool. Which ones? How much? When? What if the market crashes the day after you invest? What if you need that money for an emergency? The financial advice out there is either so complicated it requires a finance degree to understand, or so oversimplified it's useless. That's where SCHD comes in. Think of it as the Hermes Birkin of ETFs, except you can actually afford it, and it pays you dividends just for owning it. Imagine a handbag that deposited money into your account every quarter. That's SCHD. Let me show you exactly how this works. SCHD stands for Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. I know the name is about as sexy as a tax return, but stay with me because what this fund does is absolutely gorgeous. It's a collection of 103 high-quality US companies that consistently pay dividends. We're talking about the blue chips, the Coca-Colas, the Pfizers, the Chevrons of the world. These aren't trendy startups that might explode or implode. These are established, profitable, boring companies that have been paying dividends for decades. The current dividend yield on SCHD is around 3.5%. Now, if you're new to investing, let me translate that. It means for every $100 you have invested in SCHD, you receive $3.50 per year in dividends. Those dividends get paid to you quarterly 4 times a year, like clockwork: January, April, July, October, better than any subscription box you've ever signed up for. But here's where things get interesting, darling. We're not just going to collect those dividends and spend them on lattes. We're going to reinvest them automatically. This is called DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Plan, and is the ultimate investment piece in your financial wardrobe. Every time a SCHD pays you a dividend, that money immediately buys more shares of SCHD. Those new shares generate their own dividends, which buy more shares, which generate more dividends. This is compound interest. This is your makeup collection that replenishes itself. This is the financial strategy that turns $100 weekly into generational wealth. Let me walk you through exactly what this looks like in real numbers, because I want you to see this isn't some abstract concept. This is your future, and it's more accessible than you think. You're going to invest $100 every single week into SCHD. That's $400 a month. That's $5,200 a year. For most women watching this, that's realistic, that's achievable. That might mean one less shopping trip monthly, or cooking at home 3 extra nights a week, or skipping the premium streaming services you barely watch anyway. This isn't sacrifice, this is strategy. Year 1, you invest $5,200 over 52 weeks with an average annual return of 10%, which is actually conservative for SCHD historically, and with dividends reinvested, you end the year with approximately $5,000
$460. You made $260. That's not life-changing yet. That's a nice dinner out. But darling, we're not building Rome in a day. We're building a dividend empire, and empires take time.
Year 5, you've now contributed $26,000 total, but your account isn't worth $26,000. It's worth approximately $34,800. You've made $8,800 in gains and reinvested dividends. That's a designer handbag. That's a vacation to Italy. But you're not touching it because you understand something most people don't. You're not just living on dividends yet. You're building the principle that will eventually generate enormous dividend income. Year 10, you've contributed $52,000 over a decade. Your portfolio is now worth approximately $88,000. You've made $36,000 in growth and dividends. Think about that number. You put in $52,000. The market and compound interest gave you an additional $36,000. That's a 69% return on your contributions. Not luck, not inheritance, just strategy. But we're not stopping at 10 years. Because the real magic, the truly transformative wealth building, happens in decades 2 and 3. Year 15, you've contributed $78,000. Your portfolio is worth approximately $158,000. You've essentially doubled your money through consistent investing and reinvested dividends.
Year 20, you've contributed $104,000. Your portfolio is now worth approximately $273,000. Let me repeat that. You put in $104,000 over 20 years, $5,200 annually, which is absolutely doable for someone earning $50,000 to $75,000, and you now have $273,000. That's a 2.6 times multiple on your money.
And here's where we arrive at the truly transformative number, the number that changes everything. Year 30, you've contributed $156,000 total over 3 decades. Your portfolio is worth approximately $823,000. $823,000. You invested $156,000. The market and compound interest generated $667,000. That's a 22.8 times multiple on your contributions from growth and dividends alone. Now let's talk about what that means in terms of monthly dividend income, because this is where your $4,000 monthly paycheck comes from. With $823,000 invested in SCHD at a 3.5% dividend yield, you're generating approximately $28,805 in annual dividend income. That's $2,400 per month, every single month without selling a single share. That's passive income, darling. That's money while you sleep. But wait, I promised you $4,000 monthly, not $2,400. Let me show you how we get there. Option 1. You continue investing past year 30 if you keep contributing that same $100 weekly for another 5 years, taking you to age 65. If you started at 30, your portfolio grows to approximately $1.2 million at a 3.5% yield. That's $42,000 annually or $3,500 monthly. We're getting. Option 2. You increase your contributions as your income grows. Let's be realistic. If you're 30 years old now making $55,000, you'll likely be making significantly more by 40 and even more by 50. If you increase your weekly investment from $100 to $150 after year 10 and to $200 after year 20, your 30-year portfolio balloons to approximately $1.4 million. That's $49,000 in annual dividends or $4,083 monthly. There's your $4,000 monthly dividend income. Option 3. You invest more aggressively from the start. If you can manage $150 weekly instead of $100, that's $7,800 annually. Your 30-year portfolio reaches approximately $1.23 million, generating $43,000 annually or $3,583 monthly. Bump it to $175 weekly and you're at $1.44 million after 30 years, generating $50,400 annually or $4,200 monthly. Do you see what's happening here? The math works, the strategy works. This isn't theoretical. This is compound interest meeting, consistent contributions meeting, time. Now I know what you're thinking. I can hear the objections forming in your mind because I've heard them 1,000 times. Let me address them head on, because you deserve honest answers, not just aspirational Instagram quotes.
Objection 1. What if the market crashes? Darling, the market will crash. Not if when it's happened before, it'll happen again.
In 2008, the market dropped 37%. In 2020, it dropped 34% in a month. It's terrifying when it happens. But here's what most people don't realize. Market crashes are when this strategy shines. When the market recovers, and historically it always has, those shares you bought on sale are now worth full price again. Plus, they've been paying you dividends the entire time. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it's your best friend during market volatility. You're not trying to time the market, you're not panic selling when things drop, you're consistently buying, regardless of price, which means you automatically buy more when prices are low and less when prices are high. The market has recovered from every single crash in history. Your job is to keep investing through it. Objection 2. What if I need the money for an emergency? Valid concern. This is why you need an emergency fund before you start aggressively investing. I recommend having 36 months of expenses in a high-yield savings account before you commit to this level of weekly investing. That money is your safety net. Your SCHD investment is your wealth-building strategy.
But here's the beautiful thing about investing in a brokerage account instead of a retirement account. You can access this money if you absolutely need to. There's no early withdrawal penalty like with a 401k. 401k, you'll pay capital gains taxes on any profits. But the money is liquid. It's available, you're not locking it away until you're 65.
That said, the goal is to never touch it. Every time you withdraw, you're interrupting compound interest. You're taking money out of the machine that's working for you. So build that emergency fund first, then invest consistently and protect your investment account like it's your future self's lifeline. Because it is. If you invest $100 weekly starting at age 40, by age 65, you'll have contributed $130,000 and your portfolio will be worth approximately $428,000. At a 35% dividend yield, that's $14,980 annually or $1,248 monthly. That's not $4,000 monthly, but it's also not nothing. That's a car payment, that's groceries, that's health insurance premiums, that's meaningful supplemental income in retirement. And if you can invest $200 weekly starting at 40, your portfolio reaches approximately $856,000 by 65, generating $29,960 annually or $2,497 monthly. That's substantial retirement income. Is it harder starting later? Yes. Does it require larger contributions to reach the same goals? Yes, but is it impossible? Absolutely not. The best time to start investing was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. Objection 4. Why SCHD specifically? Why not just a total market index fund? Great question. Total market index funds like VTI are excellent. They give you exposure to the entire US stock market, growth stocks, value stocks, everything, but they typically have lower dividend yields around 15 to 2%. Think of it like this. VTI is your diversified capsule wardrobe, a bit of everything, always appropriate. SCHD is your curated collection of investment pieces, fewer items, but each one is high quality, timeless, and generates value every time you use it. For someone specifically building toward dividend income, SCHD is the more strategic choice. You're not just building wealth, you're building cash flow. Objection 5. What about taxes? Taxes are real, and we need to talk about them. Dividends are taxable income. If you're investing in a regular brokerage account, you'll pay taxes on those dividends each year. Even if you reinvest them, qualified dividends, which SCHD pays, are taxed at 0%, 15%, or 20%, depending on your income level. For most people, it's 15%. This is why, if you have access to a Roth IRA, you should absolutely invest in SCHD within that account first. Roth IRAs have contribution limits $7,000 per year in 2024 if you're under 50, but everything inside grows tax-free. You pay taxes on the money before you contribute, then never again. All those dividends, all that growth, all that compound interest completely tax-free. When you withdraw in retirement,
Let me show you what this actually looks like in practice because I want you to see yourself in this strategy. Meet Sarah. She's 32 years old. She works in marketing, makes $68,000 a year. She's got $8,000 in an emergency fund. She's paying off student loans, but they're manageable. She's been wanting to invest but felt overwhelmed by all the options and advice.
Sarah decides to invest $125 weekly into SCHD within her Roth IRA. That's $6,500 annually, just under the Roth IRA contribution limit. She sets up automatic weekly transfers from her checking account. Every Monday morning, $125 moves from checking to her brokerage, automatically purchases SCHD, and she doesn't think about it again. Year 1, she contributes $6,500. Her account grows to approximately $6,825 with dividends reinvested. By year 5, she's contributed $32,500. Her account is worth approximately $43,500. Her account is worth approximately $43,500. By year 10, she's contributed $65,000. Her account is worth approximately $110,000. At this point, Sarah gets a promotion. She's now making $92,000. She increases her weekly investment to $150. She also opens a taxable brokerage account and starts investing an additional $50 weekly there. By year 20, she's contributed approximately $143,000 total across both accounts. Her combined portfolio is worth approximately $341,000. By year 30, Sarah is now 62. She's contributed approximately $234,000. Her portfolio is worth approximately $1.1 million. She's generating approximately $38,500 in annual dividend income, or $3,208 monthly. Sarah retires at 62. She's generating over $3,000 monthly in dividend income, plus she has Social Security kicking in at 67. She travels, she volunteers, she spends Tuesday mornings at cafes reading books she never had time for during her working years. She's not rich in the private jet sense, but she's financially free. She doesn't worry about money. She doesn't need to work. Her money works for her. That's not fantasy. That's architecture, darling. Now let me show you the alternative. Meet Jessica, same age as Sarah. Same income, same situation. But Jessica doesn't invest. She thinks she'll start next year. Next year becomes 5 years. 5 years becomes 10. Jessica finally starts investing at 42. She invests the same $125 weekly. By age 62, she's contributed $130,000. Her portfolio is worth approximately $269,000, generating approximately $9,415 annually, or $784 monthly. That's not nothing, but it's not $3,208 monthly. The difference between Sarah and Jessica is one decision. Sarah started at 32, Jessica started at 42. That 10-year delay cost Jessica approximately $831,000 in portfolio value and $2,424 in monthly dividend income. 10 years, one decision, that's the difference between comfortable retirement and financial freedom. Let me be absolutely honest about something. This strategy requires patience. It requires consistency. It requires you to invest through market crashes, through personal financial stress, through moments when you really want to use that money for something else. It requires you to think differently about money than most people do. Most people see $100 and think about what they can buy today. You need to see $100 and think about what it becomes in 30 years. That $100 invested today with dividends reinvested becomes approximately $1,745 in 30 years. That's not $100, that's $1,745 of future income generation. Every time you choose to invest instead of spend, you're not depriving yourself. You're paying your future self. You're building the infrastructure for a life where you don't have to choose between financial security and living your life. You get both. This is the strategy wealthy people use, not the flashy Instagram wealthy people leasing luxury cars. They can afford the actually wealthy people, the people who retire at 55 and spend their time doing what they love instead of what pays the bills. The difference between you and them isn't intelligence. It's not luck. It's not even starting capital. It's knowledge and action. You now have the knowledge. The question is, are you ready for the action? Here's what I want you to do right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Step 1. Open a brokerage account if you don't have one. I recommend Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Vanguard. The process takes 15 minutes. You'll need your social security number, bank account information, and basic personal details.
Step 2. Open a Roth IRA or OITR within that brokerage if you're eligible. If your income is too high for a Roth IRA or OITR, open a traditional brokerage account.
Step 3. Set up automatic weekly or monthly transfers from your checking account to your brokerage. Start with whatever you can genuinely commit to: $25 weekly, $50 weekly, $100 weekly. The amount matters less than the consistency. Step 4. Set up automatic investment of those transfers into SCHD. Most brokerages allow you to set up recurring purchases. Your money transfers automatically buys SCHD, and you never have to think about it. Step 5. Set up automatic dividend reinvestment, DRIP. This ensures every dividend payment automatically buys more shares instead of sitting as cash. Step 6. Don't look at it constantly. Check it quarterly if you want, but don't obsess, don't panic sell during crashes. Don't stop investing when the market drops. Trust the process, trust the math, trust compound interest. That's it. 6 steps between you and the strategy that builds generational wealth. I want you to imagine something. It's 30 years from now. You're in your 60s. You wake up naturally, no alarm. You check your phone, $4,000 deposited. You didn't work for it this month. You didn't trade your time for it. Your money made it while you slept. You think back to that day 30 years ago when you watched a video about SCHD, when you decided to stop thinking about investing and actually do it, when you committed to $100 weekly or $150 or whatever you could manage. You think about all the times you wanted to stop the market crashes, the emergencies, the moments you wanted to use that money for something else, and you're so grateful you didn't. Because that decision, that one decision to start and stay consistent, gave you this freedom, security options, a life where money isn't a constant source of stress. You deserve this. You deserve financial freedom. You deserve to retire comfortably. You deserve to stop worrying about money and start living your life. The only question left is, are you ready to start? Your future self is waiting. She's sitting at that cafe, sipping her latte, checking her phone, seeing that $4,000 deposit. She's grateful, she's free, she's you 30 years from now. If you make the decision today, what's it going to be, darling?